Cuba was extremely suppressed by the Spanish during the Victorian era. But what if Cuba could gain its freedom and become a communist mega power 100 years early? So Cuba, it is run by this man here.
Governor General Miguel Tagon y Rosique.
That is exactly how you pronounce it. Anyway, Cuba doesn't start in the worst position ever. They've got a 1.13 million GDP, a population that is below 1 million, so we're gonna have to get that up. A very, very poor literacy rate and a very, very poor standard of living. That's not too bad. So those things aren't horrible, but the real horrible thing is that we're a Spanish puppet. Yeah, we're part of the Spanish market, but we're really, really not free to do what we like. So Cuba is actually just one state. We don't hold anything else. And that means that we're going to have to just rely on 18 iron mines, 16 coal mines, 15 logging camps, and 10 fishing wharves. That's all we have for resources this entire game. So let's start by, well, building up some stuff in Cuba, because we don't have anything. So we'll get some coal mines to start off with and some logging camps. And that will build the basis for getting our first construction sector. As you can see here, we're going to need fabric and wood to build this construction sector. Well, research for Cuba isn't actually that bad. I thought we'd be further back. We do need to still learn the lathe, but once we've got that, we'll go on to atmospheric engines, and hopefully, well, we can get our production to a much better standard. Oh, no shit. Spain just granted us Puerto Rico. They just gave us more land. Right, we've got to be very, very careful, because we're part of the Spanish market, that we don't become too reliant on it. Because if we do, then when we eventually leave, which is an objective that we have to get to, then we're gonna struggle. So today's goals are to gain freedom from Spain, and this one's not gonna be easy, and build up the economy to reach 30 million GDP. So we've got to 30 times our current GDP. And finally, become communist. Can we become the best communist nation in the world? Oh damn, look at Cuba. It's already a presidential republic, which actually isn't that good. We're gonna go to a monarchy. You might be thinking, why on earth are you doing that? But it's because otherwise we'll never get council republic. Oh no, never mind. We're gonna stay presidential for a while. We also want landed voting, which is good, really good for us, but we also want to move to wealth voting eventually. We will do that when we've actually got some support for it though. Everything so far is looking pretty decent. We actually do have schools of some level, only level 1, but it is fine, and we can set some nice decrees. So we're gonna have to get some social mobility in our two states, because obviously we want to educate our population. We're gonna probably want some resource industries in here, most likely some of this too, and hopefully that's enough. Hey yo, look, we invented the lathe. I actually think we're better than Spain, because I went over and had a look at what shit they've got and realized they've got nothing. They've actually got nothing really of any importance. So that means that we could probably overthrow Spain and get out and free pretty early on. Hey, look, we've got our first financial district, so that means that we have 200 capitalists. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks. 200 capitalists. That's insanity. Hopefully, we can now start getting some clout for those industrialists. Oh my god, look. Look! Straight line up, straight line up. Oh yeah, we've got our first tooling workshop, and let's hope this can make some money. It's going to be making 30. Oh, so much money. So much money, and we're going to probably even need another iron mine and loads more logging camps. We can really, really profit off this, off the fact, well, the Spanish have nothing. So, yeah, we can actually produce stuff for the Spanish, which is not the way that I thought this was going to go. Oh, nice. We just privatized our tooling workshop, and it was immediately brought up by the financial districts, which means, well, we're going to be getting even more capitalists. The more capitalists we have, the more strength the industrialists will have, and therefore we'll be able to push more capitalist laws. And you might be thinking, why on earth would we be pushing for more capitalist laws? Well, it's simple. It's very, very simple. We need to be capitalist before we can be communist. We need to have some level of wealth, because at the moment, everyone is just peasants. We need them to be laborers, and we need them to be machinists, and we need them to actually be working in the factories before we can have the unions take over. And there you go, we now have atmospheric engine pumps, and this is going to massively boom our industries. As you can see, well, now we have access to atmospheric engine pumps in our coal mines. And this means that we need more tools. And more tools just means that we need more production of tools, and therefore we need more iron, and etc, etc, etc. This should boom our industries. So now we're going to go for intensive agriculture. I want less people working in agriculture and more people working in industries. One thing I did notice though is that we still have a slave trade. So that actually means lots of the workers in these, well, places are actually just a lot of slaves. You can see here in the logging camps we have 20,000 slaves, and that is not good. That is really not good, because that just means that we're spending money on these slaves and these people aren't getting out of poverty, and they're just staying as peasants. There's no need for people to be peasants. Well, that was actually kind of stupid. We didn't need intensive agriculture because, well, we have no sulfur, so we can't even build fertilizer plants anyway. We're going to have to wait until we conquer some places with fertilizer. Maybe Haiti? No, none of these places have sulfur. So we're just going to have to gain our freedom and then maybe trade for sulfur. I don't know. It's going to be difficult. Oh, no way. We've got banking. Banking should earn us a whole load more money from our minting. Yeah, look at that. Look at that little spike. Oh, wow. Anyway, Cuba is doing remarkably well. We're at 2 million GDP. And Spain, which is our guy that's, you know, being a bit mean to us, has 8 million. So you know what? I genuinely think we can catch up with them. I think we can beat the Spanish GDP and get our freedom at the same time. So let's have a look here. We have a liberty desire as a puppet. We want it to get out. So we're going to start asking them for stuff. And they're probably going to say no. They're probably going to say no. If they say no, then we will get more liberty desire. So if I ask, please say no. We're actually hoping they say no. They accepted us. Oh, that's so stupid. Why did they accept? But the way we can also increase that liberty desire is by damaging relations. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start damaging relations because we're too friendly with them at the moment. We need to hate them. Alright, we've got our first university being built, and this will mean that our innovation level goes up and up and up. We're still only at 50. We need more innovation. We need to be educating ourselves and learning things, because otherwise Cuba will be stuck in the dark ages. Oh damn, Spain has permitted us our own market, which means it's just Cuba with Cuba now. We are in our own little, we have control over ourselves. Brilliant, okay. Oh, we need a lot of tools. Oh, we need a lot of tools. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that really caused our GDP to crash, because it's probably because, well, we don't have the population anymore to buy as many goods. But it's fine. We can build up our population. Oh my god. After leaving the Spanish thingamajiggy, we have no grain. We have no grain. Oh my god. Oh dear. We have a major issue with fabric. Why have we got it? Oh, because we also have a major issue with both tools and grain. Oh dear, oh dear. At least tools is going to be fixed soon. Grain, that's I don't know. They put us back in the Spanish market, so we just became self-reliant with our tools, and they were like, you know what, we want those tools back. Oh, why are they got to be so annoying? My goodness. And I just asked for market control again, and there you go. They said no. They're also damaging my relations, so this should mean that we get even more liberty desire. Hopefully we can increase and get out of being a puppet and become a dominion, because once we're a dominion we can pay less money to them. At the moment we are spending £1.89 thousand on just them. Imagine, that's another construction sector. We could be economically booming without them. Oh, we've got to get off state religion, because if we stay on state religion, then we can't get off religious schools. And we really don't want people voting for the church, because otherwise they won't vote for the trade unions. This is very important. Alright, we finally have a second party, the Liberal Party, and the intelligentsia are running it. They do have a good projection of 9% of the votes. That's much higher than I thought it was going to be totally honest with you. We're going to get into some major economic issues because they are making us pay so much money. So we have now reached cold relations with Spain, but sadly this has not increased our liberty desire. We are so close, but we're just going to have to use our subject actions. So yeah, in literally one liberty desire we'll be able to increase our autonomy, and we'll probably have to go to war for it, let's be honest. But going to war against Spain is not much of an issue. Let's have a look at what they've got. They have a large navy of 30 fleet and 76 battalions. Oh nice, we have freedom of conscience. That makes my life so much easier because, well, now we can unlock things like public and private schools. Ooh, I'm also going to move to wealth voting. I don't want to go down to census suffrage, but wealth voting unlocks the labourers because, well, if the labourers start earning money and, well, everyone that doesn't own land. So at the moment, the people that own land are the landowners, the Catholic Church, the armed forces, the intelligentsia, and the industrialists. However, the rural folk and the trade unions really don't own anything, so their clout is going to be rather low. But as soon as we allow them to start voting if they have money, well, then we can make the trade unions rich, and then we'll unlock the ability to use those trade unions to push laws like communism. And in a week, there you go, we've got our first steel mills, and we're going to just immediately switch our tooling workshops to steel, and hopefully steel will start building up. Pretty quick, hopefully. Please, come on, steel. We need steel, please. Oh, thank God we didn't even need to use our subject action. We can now increase our autonomy. And they won't do it, which is not a surprise. But I'm curious. Can we now, instead of doing that, jump straight to a independence? No, we cannot, because we need at least 90 liberty desire and to have been denied an increased autonomy within the last few days. So, well, we can do that now. If we go here, we can now increase the autonomy, and they will say no. And hopefully, our liberty desire increases. It should increase to 90. Once it reaches 90, we will be able to ask for our independence. If that doesn't happen, then we'll just wait until one of these. We might be able to get one of these soon. This one here. We will wait until request market access, we will ask for it, and if they say no, then we'll be able to get ourselves freedom. Oh, no way, we're gonna be able to get free. We're gonna be able to get free. We can join the war with the two Sicilies and Austria for offer war goal. Actually, we don't want that. We really don't want that. We need to be why are we so close but yet so far? We need to be at 90. Come on now. We need to be at 90. Like 90 liberty desire will get us where we need to be. We were unable to get it, but there was no need to increase our autonomy. We were going to get that anyway. So we might as well just stay in a worse off state and then get freedom once and for all. There is actually no way. Cuba has a GDP of 3.42 million, which is 26th in the world. We are only 6 million GDP away from Spain. And I reckon if we left, their GDP would fall too, because we are supplying them with steel. We are supplying them with all their steel. Find out where the steel's coming from. They don't bloody know, because they ain't producing any. So now that we have the ability to, well, go and get our freedom, we're going to need to make sure that our military is better than Spanish. Better than the Spanish, because, well, yeah, they're going to have more people than us. So we're going to have to research general staff, and this will unlock general training, so we'll be able to train people up faster, and skirmish infantry. So we will be able to have a much, much stronger army than them, despite not having the numbers. Alright, we're also going to need some munition plants so that we can fuel our skirmish infantry, which, well, actually get researched in 6 weeks. So in 6 weeks' time, we will be using this extremely high liberty desire to our advantage, and we are going to, hopefully, gain freedom. We might need to ask for an increase in autonomy again. Yeah, we are. We're going to need to ask for an increase in autonomy again. But that's fine. We can do that. Oh, we also have... Oh, no. Why did it do that? Why did it create a free trade party? Now we can't even enact wealth voting. Oh, that is so annoying. We are so close. You can see we are so close. Oh, my God. There you go. General staff. We can first switch over our development to general training, and this will mean that we can conscript and raise our troops much faster, so we'll have that going for us. But we also need to increase the level and upgrade all of our infantry to this new improved level. We'll then have loads of skirmish infantry that will tank our economy, and then we can go to war with Spain and hope and pray that this is enough. So I'm going to ask Spain to increase our autonomy. Let's ask them. They're going to say no, and then when they say no, we will go, alright, if... Oh, and we got wealth voting. Brilliant. And then we are going to say, hey, we want our independence. And maybe, potentially, maybe Prussia, Denmark, and... potentially the US will join us. We don't know though. So let's raise up these troops. We have to survive this. Mobilize and raise up. We need them all to be skirmish infantry too, with high military wages. I'm willing to go into debt for this because this is the survival of our country at stake here. Oh wow. Okay, so now that we're on welfare, let's see what this did to everything. Sadly the Liberal Party has lost clout, but the Free Trade Party has gained a ton of it. We are now 14% of the vote. That is insane. Alright, the war has begun. Let's hope that we can defend. All we have to do is defend because, well, they're going to send over 41 troops. Let's check out what these 41 troops have. Oh, they have skirmish infantry too, but at least it's skirmish on skirmish instead of line on line. Hopefully we have the strength to defend. If not, it's going to be a real struggle. Right, 21 versus their 40. That should be okay, I believe. Oh, we're also on 23 now. Okay, we are building up nice and quick. Hopefully we can get maybe to 30 before they arrive. No, only 24. That's okay, though. That's okay. Let's have a look at how this defense goes. Ooh, okay, not as hot as I would have liked it to be. We have broken supply lines. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. This is not as good as I thought. Oh, dear. Oh, come on. We're going to defend this one. We have poor visibility and they have careful. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Yes, please defend. They're taking so many more. Oh, dear. Oh, come on. We can win this. We can really win this. I trust and I believe that we can win this defense. If we can win the defense, then we can win the war. That is how this game works, because if we have a look here at how it goes, we can see that they will go under zero war support. However, we cannot until they capture our capital. So as long as we defend our islands, then they will capitulate before we do. We won. We won the defense. We won one defense and they got 5,000 dead compared to our only 1.5. Oh, yes. This is so good for us. Such a remarkable turnaround. You see, we have reached zero war support, but we will not go under this until they have captured our capital. So we can just defend, and hope that they slowly decrease below zero. Hopefully we have enough troops now to defend against them forever. And another win. Come on, Cuba. We have got this. We are stronger than the Spanish. We are the best. Pretty much guaranteed defense now. And as I said before, defense is the best thing for this move because, well, Spain is going to die. Spain will die to the hand of Cuba. There you go. Cuba has won. Spain has minus 16 war support, and we will not go under unless they capitulate us. And, well, I'm sorry, but they're not going to conquer us because they've just left to go home crying. Poor Spain. Poor Spain. They're going to lose the gem of their empire. We were upholding the majority of their goods because, as you can see, when we left, they took a deep GDP cut. Whereas us, so do we, to be fair, but we have the production. They did not. And there you go. We are free from the Spanish. Look at that beautiful flag. Our president, Guillermo de la Rosa, has taken us to freedom. Our only issue now is the fact that our economy really ain't in a good shape. It really ain't in a good shape. Let's, dear. Oh dear. Interest, that won't help. Government admin buildings, yeah, we really don't have fabric. Okay, we're gonna have to increase the amount of livestock ranches we have then, so we can at least have some level of fabric. We really have to export, so we're gonna have to export with the British. Hopefully we can get some exports going, because we were really relying on the big, large economy. Well, not the economy, but the big, large population of Spain. Now we only have 2 million people to share our love with. The goods are causing poor industrial output, as you can see. Oh, turmoil is a major issue. It's causing everything to be slow. So let's get some dedicated police force to fix up some of the turmoil. At the moment, we are void of law. We need to fix that, and we need to decrease turmoil. Hey yo, what have they just got dressed up in? That is crazy. And there you go. We've got some police to clean up the messy Cuban streets. But now, yeah, we're gonna have some more issues with the fact that our economy is very struggling because, well, we don't really have anyone here to fix it. We have no market. look, population has dipped. I think that's because all the Spanish people actually just went home. Like, I genuinely don't know where that went. I was thinking we could try and get Haiti, but we need someone really with lead. We don't really need anything else, to be honest with you. We just need lead and sulfur, and we can't really get those resources near here. Unless we go for, like, the bigger countries, but going for the bigger countries does not sound smart. We really have to get rid of slavery. We're going to try our very hardest to get slavery banned. Because, one, slavery gives our landowners political strength. Plus, there is no need for slavery. We can just get people to migrate here. We have a brilliant standard of living, which is still continuing to climb. And we can just beg people to move here with our decrees and stuff. I think we'll be fine. Oh, I didn't even notice, but we've reached the point that our country has run out of peasants and run out of unemployed people. So we really are going to have to start going towards water tube boilers, and this will just reduce the number of laborers that are working, and yeah, that's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. Alright, we can now join the US Association of the Syndicates, which is just their power block. I want to join up. I want to be a part of the US power block. We need their money. We need their strength. We need the support of the Americans because, well, why not? We also hope that they pick some nice principles for us, because some nice principles would be really nice. Oh, I didn't even realize, but we've now joined the American market. That is brilliant. We now can actually build up our industry to the strengths that it, well, has. Because before, we were really, really relying on our own industry. And seeing as we're only one state with only 1.82 million population, we weren't going to be able to build up a big market. Oh my god, we are having major problems with our population right now. I am actually hating life. Right, after we get Central Archives, because we need as much bureaucracy as we can get, I'm going to have to just run for things that require less people in the workforce. So let's run for mechanized workshops, because I believe all of these produce more goods for the same amount of people or less people. Oh dear, never mind, that increases employment. Oh dear, we need more people. Oh my god, the next autonomy thing is rotary valve engines, and that's so far away. Oh my goodness, definitely can't get slavery banned. It's just gonna radicalize them. So we're just going to have to do the next best thing and go for some private healthcare. You know, that's the next best thing, because we need to make sure that less people are dying so that population can grow. At the moment, people are dying at a very steady rate, and we need to reduce that number so that we can get the population to grow. If we have a look at the charts, oh my god, these guys are actually starving. What do they need? They're actually starving. They're in a deficit? Oh, that's really not good. They should not be. Oh, that's really not good. Okay, what's taxes looking like? Let's just tax people less. We need our people to be happy. We need them to be safe. Oh, Britain wants to take on our national debt. We are going to accept that right away, and hopefully, let's increase taxes. Oh, come on, let's stay out the red. Please stay out the red. Okay, can we nationalize something to just give ourselves a safety barrier? Yeah, there you go. We've got a nice safety barrier. Oh, we don't have to deal with debt anymore. And we've got an election now with the Liberal Party having the Catholic Church in it, which must mean the leader of the Catholic Church has good beliefs. They are an abolitionist, and they want to get slavery banned. So now that Cuba is free, we have to reach our next two goals. And those goals were to reach 30 million GDP and to become communist. How quickly can we do this? Well, I hope we can do it pretty quick. Well, sadly, there is literally no reason to build up anything because we have run out of workable population. We have 0 peasants and 0 unemployed. So every single person currently has a job and we can't do anything about that. Well, it's a good thing, right? But we want to produce more, and GDP won't climb unless we have more people. So we're going to have to increase health insurance so that more people can survive, and then try and get migration from other places in the world so that we can actually have a population to work in our factories. There you go, we have healthcare. We can now actually survive. Let's get this as leveled up as we can. And hopefully that will increase standard of living for the upper strata and reduce mortality for all those people in our country. The next thing we've got to do is use the fact that the church don't like slavery and ban it. Let's ban it. Get rid of it, because at the moment we have the majority of our population. The majority of our population are slaves. 29% of our population are slaves. That is awful. We've got to get rid of that immediately. Oh, yes. We now have slavery banned. We now have it completely banned. No one is a slave anymore. And if we have a look at population data, we can see that everyone is laborers. That everyone is now a laborer. But we will have issues because we are still with national supremacy, and this is not what we need. Sadly, the Petit Bourgeois and the Catholic Church, which helped me ban slavery, will not help me get off national supremacy. But they might help me get onto, I don't know. Yeah, they're not going to help me. I will try for no migration controls, but first we need to have racial segregation or cultural exclusion. And we might as well just jump to cultural exclusion because it's the exact same percentage chance. And hopefully cultural exclusion can mean that more people will migrate here because we don't hate them all. That's the issue right now. We hate everybody except Cubans. Oh yeah, Cuba has the highest standard of living, average standard of living in the entire world. Just to double check, there you go, look. We have the best standard of living. We are brilliant. However, yeah, as you can see, our GDP is suffering. And it's not because we aren't doing anything. It's because we can't do anything. We have no population. We now have health systems to level 4. And this is helping. As you can see through the population screen, we only have 2.9% mortality rate. It was at 3.3%. So this does mean that we're gaining more people. But what we need to rely on is big increase in people. And this won't happen until we get mass migration. So we are just waiting for cultural exclusion to go. And then we will work towards getting onto no migration controls. With 41% success chance, we should be able to open up the floodgates and let anybody in, no matter who they are. Oh my god, we just lost cultural exclusion. We just lost it. We'll just go straight to... it's not even that good. It's not even that good. We'll try racial segregation. We will try. We will really try. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's awful. And that failed too. Well, it didn't fail. I wasn't having it. I wasn't having it. Why is no one supporting this? I just need migration, and every single hurdle I try keeps bloody failing. And there you go. We have the rotary valve, and hopefully this reduces enough of our population that's working so that we can actually have some population to work in new factories. That's the issue right now. We have enough population for current factories. It happened again. Why am I so unlucky? Why am I so unlucky? Someone tell me why I am so unlucky. Just banned our only source of incoming population, which is slavery. And now we don't have any. Oh my god, this game is actually taking the piss. Look, we're on voting right now, and read this. Public schools is failing to gain traction, stalling progress, and decreasing enactment success by 15%. We're on 30%. I don't know whether you can hear from my voice, but we have had 4 laws in a row fail. Finally a law that can actually help us progress. Oh my god. By the way, wages money is down because everything was causing me issues, so I just decided to let it die. Okay, we're gonna stop subsidizing and just make demand for railways. Make demand. We need demand. There you go. Railway boom. We need money. Desperately. We need money. We need things. We need actual good plans. We need things to make us rich. Because at the moment, we are poor. We can't even get an agitator. Do you want to know why? Because, well, 1, this guy's here. But 2, if we exile him, nobody else is here. Because we hate everybody else. Can we get migration controls? If we can get migration controls, then that'll be no migration controls, and that'll be nice. Let's get no migration controls. That'll be the first one we try for. We have a revolt against migration. And yes, I'm just gonna let it happen because I am sick, I am tired, I am very unhappy with how everything is right now. I desperately need no migration controls. I desperately need it so we can actually have people moving here. Yeah, we do have a little civil war. It's just basically Puerto Rico versus Cuba. Well, I wonder who's gonna win. It'll be us. I'm not even gonna deploy any army because how are they gonna get here? We're not gonna be able to get there. They will just decrease in war support. Watch it. There you go. They have to take our capital. We don't have to bother with theirs, so we'll be fine. We just got to make sure we get this no migration controls. Oh, finally we have 64% success chance. We just got very lucky with 40% from checkpoints. Oh, thank God. And we have no migration controls. Please, please, please mean that I can now get migration. If it means that we can't, then I'm going to cry. We will still continue to remove national supremacy because people are still less likely to want to move here. I believe. Yeah, we hate them. So we'll go to minimum racial segregation. And then if we get that, we'll try for the next one. But yeah. Damn, look, the trade unions are now no longer marginalized. So that means they should be now part of the next election. Oh, come on, please get racial segregation. That would make my day. Don't take that out of context. And we now have racial segregation. Did that seriously do nothing to the cultures tab? Well, at least we definitely don't hate the English now, and like, you know, the Americans and the Spanish and the French and those lot. At least we definitely don't hate them. But I mean, we actually look. Okay, we hate the Afro-Caribbeans. Look by population size. The Afro-Caribbeans are the biggest population, and they are discriminated against. How up is that? And we're in default, which means we require a level of bankruptcy. Oh dear, we're still not earning enough money. Let's ensure that we are by taxing everyone a little bit more and decreasing those government wages. We need to make sure we're earning money, because if we're not, then we're just going to be in a worse situation. Also, let's allow construction again. We can allow the private sector to build. That's not a problem. Oh, yes, we've got our first mass migration of North Italians. So as you can see, we are now going to be, well, hopefully getting a lot of migration into the country. 2,000 a week. That is brilliant news. All right, we are now researching socialism. And socialism is the thing that will mean that we can move towards communism. Sadly, we're currently having our elections right now, which means we're going to have to wait until the next one before we can get the Communist Party in control. And there you go, we have cultural exclusion as well now, which should mean, please, yes, that the Afro-Caribbeans have actually got recognized, or whatever it's called. They are actually accepted culture. That is good news, because, well, we have the majority of our population in Cuba, which are African Caribbean, but you see, they were all getting discriminated against. We had 1 million people being discriminated against when we only have a population of 2.52 million. So we had to get that fixed. Oh my God, the US is at war with Britain, and it's really, really causing some major issues to our economy because we are isolated from the American market. They must be convoy raiding. I just can't see. They must be convoy raiding, and it is really wrecking our supply. Let's have a look. Yeah, yeah. What are they trying to get? What's the war for? Some Gambian stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay. I hope they know they're sending Cuba into some hellhole of a massive debt. I want to go to war with Venezuela at some point, because this state here, Zulia, has access to sulfur, and obviously we need sulfur, and it has a big population. Like, I need to start stealing population is my point. We really need to start stealing it. So if we go into diplomatic targets and we have a look here, who will join against us? Honduras might join against us. That's okay, we can take Honduras. Anyone willing to join with us? No. Well, we'll come back to it later, when we've got total separation and when the US-British wars ended, so that we can actually have an economy that works. Oh yeah, socialism. So that should mean that there's now mean that there's a party ready for the trade unions. Why have they got a pacifist? That's not what we need. We need someone that's raring to go, ready to defeat everyone. Let's have a look. What can we get? We got this guy. No, he's a pacifist. We have this guy here, anarchist or a communist. Let's get the communist in. So that we can start getting some communist ideas floating around. I missed it, but Germany took our debt. But yeah, we're still going to be in debt because this bloody war is really killing us. And the reason that it's killing us is because we have zero American market access. And you might be thinking, oh, that'll be because of infrastructure. Our infrastructure is fine. It's because of their convoys. They are not getting here. We are not having any access. We don't have any. So that's why we're struggling so much. If Spain would capitulate, then they'd be okay. Because look, they are so close to getting Britain. Well, Britain are happy to white peace. Spain are not. If they can white peace, then my situation fixes itself immediately. Look at how much of a drop this standard of living has had. Look at it. There you go. They got a white piece. Finally. Hopefully we now have access to the market. Where the hell is my market access? Where on earth is it? Oh, thank God, we're finally getting market access back. And as you can see, like, the money just kind of fixes itself as soon as we have that market access. I just saw the formation of a communist party. The armed forces are communist. Oh, no way. Okay, so now we need to just convince them to be our friends. I didn't realise, but we do have access now to power plants. So I'm going to build 2 power plants up. I'm going to push them right to the top. And then build these things up so that then we can start autonomously doing more things. For example, our logging camps. Well, once we have electricity, we can switch to electric sawmills and we'll be earning more money. Alright, I'm researching feminism. And you might be wondering, why on earth am I doing that? So that we can get more people in the factories. I can't lie, they're pushing for censor suffrage. We're just going to have to do it because I need them to have more strength. And let's be honest, it's good to have the trade unions with more strength and more power in our government so that we can push more of our communist laws. There you go, we have censor suffrage, so that is really going to probably, ruin some of the stuff we've got going. I'm also going to get old age pensions. We need to get this standard of living higher, and higher. I want to see this get to 20. And we get feminism soon, and feminism will actually support us because we desperately need more people in the workshops and in the workplaces, because you see this adds plus 15% workforce ratio, whereas legal guardianship doesn't add any. So we need to get more and more people that are able to work in a factory, because at the moment it's illegal for them to. Later on they'll be able to choose whether they're in the factories or not. And there you go, we have old age pensioners. We are actually also 29th in the world now. We've just jumped up from being like 40th to 29th because I think we just gained a load of prestige because of our booming economy. Look at that graph. Look at that graph. Where are we in the world right now for economy? 23rd. We are moving up in the world. We've just got to keep going. GDP per capita is also 4th in the world, just behind Krakow, Hawaii, and Canada. And we can obviously beat those. It's just going to take us more time. Oh, and oh my God, we just reached 10 million. There you go, 10 million again. We are booming, we are building, we are the best. And we have our next election on censor suffrage. And as you can probably tell, the Radical Party are going to win this one. Let me just ensure that no issues happen because of where our people are. Yeah, let's just move the industrialists out and then check the voting and see that they are now much higher than they were. But that's okay, the Radical Party is still going to win, and with the Radical Party, and maybe even the free trade one, we will be able to pass some laws for women's suffrage. Actually, we can start right now. Let's start right now. Let's see whether we can get these guys in. No, we can't. Okay, we'll wait until the election. Well, there's no way we can get both parties in at once, so we're just going to have to run for it and hope that 12% success chance is enough. Oh, no way. We've got the pump jacks. And they're going to be giving us automatic irrigation for all of our buildings in our rural sector, which will reduce the number of labourers that we need, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And also increase demand for, like, the engines. And the engines are going to be making us a ton of money now. Oh my God, I didn't realise that we had access to oil rigs. That's going to be huge. Once we get these oil rigs building up, then we're going to be able to produce cars and spread it to the entire American market. Oh, that is going to be beautiful because we're going to have oil and rubber. So we're going to be the perfect oil, and we're going to be perfect for literally all the modern stuff. Why is Cuba so bad in real life? It better not be because they went communist. And there you go. We have women's suffrage. Hopefully, this starts unlocking a lot more people. Yeah, as you can see, we now have 67.3 thousand peasants. That can also be down to the fact that we are gaining a lot of migration at the moment from the Dutch. We have a Dutch community joining us and moving in. But it does mean that we also have now the capability to build a few more construction sectors and not fear the fact that our population will outgrow it. Our construction will outgrow our population, because that's what was happening before. I believe we can now safely get some more construction going. No way is our standard of living at 18.1. We are doing extremely well. GDP is still climbing. Standard of living is literally climbing. And we're about to get universal suffrage. I'm going for universal suffrage just to try and get as much clout for the trade unions as possible. Because at the moment, the petite bourgeoisie, yes, I'll say it right for the first time ever, is carrying us. They are the ones that hold all the clout. But we need the trade unions to hold the clout so that then we can switch to counter-republic with no fear. Wait a minute. The home counties, which are, well, where London is, if you didn't know, has 9.34 million GDP. Cuba has 13.8. We are better than London. We are the best. We are literally the best state in the entire world. If you come here, you will have the best time. Oh, I missed the pop-up, but we've now got steel framed iron thingamajiggies, what are they called? Steam frame buildings. So let's burn some money and switch to that so that we can construct even more buildings in less time. We've got to get the economy booming. It already is, but we've got to get it booming faster. I want to be at least in top 10 GDP before we end this. And, well, obviously standard of living will continue to increase as we increase GDP, because we are now just putting the remaining women into the workplace. Oh, we've unlocked the combustion engine, like I said before, a while back. This means that we can now spread our taxis across the United States, because we have access to oil and rubber, so we will be the perfect state for this. Once we get our oil rigs built up, we will be perfect. We will be the ones that run this town. We do have this little civil war against workers' protection, but because we got the benefit of Puerto Rico, we've just banished all of the radicals in Puerto Rico, and we'll just naval invade and destroy them. There you go, workers' protection, and the industrialists are still banished in Puerto Rico. So let's do some more things while they're still over there. What can we switch over? You know what, we could go counter-republic right here, right now. We could do it. Oh, these... No way, the intelligentsia anarchist. That's insane. And the industrialists are authoritarian. That's... What is this world become? What has this world become? But we do need to desperately get into some communist ways, because we're kind of struggling at the moment. Let's see, does anyone else support it? No, no one else there is supporting the communist ways. So let's just try it. We might be able to get it on 14%. I'm starting to feel horrible about going communist, because I know deep down this is the wrong thing to do for the country. We are actually exceeding in every single metric than where we were at the beginning. We are the best country for standard of living. We are almost top 15 GDP. We have an educated population. Population is growing. Everything is really, really good right now. And we're about to rip that out by going communist. I'm really not looking forward to it, but I guess it's gonna be okay. And we have another civil war against counter-republic, but this time we will win this. We will, well, what do you mean this time? We won last time, but we're gonna win again, basically. And this time we've banished even more people to Puerto Rico. We just have the trade unions, the agrarian party, and the armed forces left. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. And there you go. We've got a 100% success chance now for Counter-Republic. The Civil War is over, and we are about to be communist. We have made that goal, pretty much. But I still want to see how this affects the country, and whether this does really ruin everything, because it probably will, seeing as we are a massively capitalist society now. We depend on these 151. Oh, there you go, we're communist. We depend on these 151 financial districts. So we are now communist. We are now a council republic, which means that when we have a look at our government overview, we are a council republic. The weird thing is we're not actually communist yet, because we don't really have any communist laws. We're going to have to go towards cooperative ownership or command economy. I want to know how far away we are from command economy. Command economy removes every single bit of privatization, whereas what this does, cooperative ownership, it gives it to the workers. Command economy means the government runs it. Cooperative gives it to the owners. The workers, and I'd kind of like to give it to the workers, because I think cooperative ownership is much better than command economy. Yeah, let's do it. Well, we reached the £20 million mark, but we need to get to that 30 million that I set out right at the beginning. We are so close. Yeah, we're probably going to be so far when they kick us out of the American market because of our communist ways. I'm just waiting for that. And there you go, cooperative ownership. And if we have a look now, the financial districts. Oh, the financial districts, my poor babies. Oh, because everything's now owned by the local workforces. Oh dear, they're all dead. Now we just need to put the 224,000 peasants that we have back into work, and hopefully we can help them out. We just got to make them places to work, places to be, people to see. Because, well, yeah, that's the plan. While we're at it, I'm also going to switch to collectivized agriculture, because that means that we get more trade unions, I don't know, something to do with farms, basically. Oh, we are so close to 20 standard of living. 20 standard of living. We have got it. There you go. Oh, wow. What a lovely day to be alive. And we're still climbing. God, look at the difference. We are 5 away from oh, my. Even Sweden's low. Cuba is the best country in the world. Let's have a look, though. Where do we stand? We are 18th in the world by prestige. I can deal with that because we're building up a stronger army. So we will continue to climb. We will continue, and we will become one of the greatest powers on the planet. GDP, though, we are now top 15. We are the 14th in the world. But we were just above the Ottoman Empire. And there you go, collectivized agriculture. What a day to be alive. What a day to be here. We should probably get public health insurance as well, so that we can get back. Goodness, we're at 20.7. We are actually insane. We are actually insane. There you go, public health insurance. So now standard of living has, oh, what? Has climbed even further. We are at 23.3. Oh, we are insane. We are the best country on earth. Okay, as a communist society, Cuba has thrived. We have 23 standard of living, almost 30 million GDP. So we did not reach that goal, sadly, but it is the end of today's video. If you have enjoyed, go watch me build North Korea 100 years early. Can I do it?